Live, we good? You sure you didn't press picture? He did that one time. He's like, it's not working. Yeah, well,
It's on video.
We caught it before it went awry. Oh, turn that fan off. It messes with the mic, so we'll just sweat over here. This is the kind of background you get when I literally walk in from work to start this. So nothing was set up. So yeah. So anyways, come on in. Yep. We're recording. We have a live neighbor walk in.
What's up?
What's
You
up?
going over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we won't edit this out. We'll just keep rolling with it. It's no big deal.
You gotta do it.
So welcome into Off the CLEAT, the official right before Memorial Day weekend one, guys. So here we are. We got all kind of stuff coming up this weekend all over Lake. I think a lot of come sit down. So welcome in. Guest today is Mr. Kenneth, Shirley. Chris is over there lurching around as usual, and his son Joe's in town from Vegas, where he's working out of right now. He's in town, so we got a good group of people. He just popped in, so we'll get right to it this weekend. Summer kickoff concert, halfway to the Dam Jam. We named it this year. It used to say come summer kickoff because it's right in the middle of the lake, north and south. You're halfway to either dam if you go out of there. Big thanks to Powered by Luke for sponsoring it this weekend. And you'll see some stuff on the stage. We got new banners for all the new sponsors this year for the stage. Got some plaques on there for all the people that helped us build it. So pay attention to that this weekend when you see the stage. And we'll get right through this weekend, obviously, and then we'll be right to Stump Fest in 2 weeks. So be ready for that. We'll have some heavy podcasts coming up, Stump Fest heavy, I should say, after this. And that's about it right now for major announcements, I guess. We're good. It's Memorial Day weekend. I just want to say real quick, I posted this earlier. Make sure your lights and stuff when your boat's working. You'll be out at night. Be a lot of people here. Let's make sure we stay safe this weekend on top of everything. So check those things. You haven't been on the water this year. Make sure your nav lights, anchor lights work, all that good stuff, and use them. So I'm out of breath. Just walked in. So, let's get right to it. Our guest today is Kenneth, Shirley. You probably all know him or have at least heard him. You've definitely played the most boat club shows. You play one. Yeah. You play, you missed one Stump Fest, but you play all summer kickoff. You actually play our boat club appreciation thing we do for all the volunteers and sponsors. So definitely, it's probably the most heavily involved music guy we got in the club. So I'd like to say thank you for that. And welcome in. What do you want to talk about?
This weekend.
We're going to talk about this weekend. We'll start right there. So what do you got going this weekend? You're playing. I think there may be a little some special collaboration with somebody.
Well, yeah, we got a little bit of surprise.
A couple surprises I'm hearing. Yeah, good.
2 or 3.
Yeah, I think you're going to go on right about 12.
Yeah.
12
to 1, I think.
Yeah, 12 to 1. So we've got another band starting at 11. So are you excited about this weekend? You ready?
Yeah,
you got your short tray, no jeans, right?
No jeans. No. I learned my lesson at first.
I know. You about died, didn't you, out there? And that's back when we did it in July. It was really hot.
That was when we had the old stage too, so there's not much shade.
Yeah, we were out in the sun.
Yep. Was that okay? I got a question. Was that the one that Ella Langley played?
I don't remember if it was that one or the
second. Yeah, so that's what's so funny. She's huge. She's blown up.
I can't remember.
She actually played one of our first or second Stump Fest when she was a local girl. So yeah, she actually played. So we had a superstar in the making there. So hopefully the one playing Saturday will blow up to that too. I think she's got the talent.
She's got the potential.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we are a springboard to stardom at Stump Fest.
Yeah.
So what do you what's your favorite thing about like these lunatic events with Stump Fest? What's like, so you play all over the Birmingham. You've been playing for how many years?
Probably 40 years.
40 years. So like, I guess is Stump Fest one of the more unique things you've ever done?
Yeah, definitely.
It is.
Yeah, that first time on that stage it's a little tricky. Like she said, the first stage was
wobbly.
Yeah, it was hard to stand there. You couldn't stand there in front of your microphone.
Before you even had the sails too, wasn't it? Did you always have the
I
sails?
think the sails were on the back. There was nothing was on the front except the sun.
Except for the sun. Yeah.
That was.
We've got.
But it was fun, man.
You and your gabardines.
We've got a little better since then with our stage. The new stage is definitely a big improvement. I know the artists love it, as you heard right there. Yeah, more stable. The artists love it, and it's good for us. It's a lot more room to all the people come backstage and stand around, you know. But,
and get in the way.
Come on.
And it's got fans.
Yeah, we got fans and all power. Yeah, it's a big upgrade.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You've seen the whole
evolution. Better than it was.
Yeah, you've seen the whole evolution of the stage from a kind of a cool thing that worked to something we really put a lot of thought into to build to make. Really, I mean, the fans was just mentioned. We made it for the artists, so you all had the room. You weren't sweating your butt off. You know, poor Pyramid up there about dies every year, even with his portable fan. But
I don't think you got to experience the first.
yes, they did.
He did.
They were the first band ever played because.
I don't think they were on the first.
Remember,
stage.
because we just put those 50-gallon drums up under it. Remember?
No, I think he played the first year. I think
Yeah,
They've
been
Nacho
there
Daddy's
for the-
played every
They
stuff.
might.
They have
He'll
played
correct
every
us.
year.
Yeah, he'll correct us.
You're not counting when you did it off the party board.
Well, I wasn't stumping. That was just a concert. But yeah,
Okay.
stumping. I think Nacho Daddy's played every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I always joke. I'm like, whenever we
Yeah.
get Kenny Chesney to play Stump Fest, he's going to open for Nacho Daddy. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the rules.
Me and Sean played the first one. That's when
Yep.
the two
Mm-hmm.
bombers came over.
Oh yeah. Oh,
No, that was the third one.
Was it?
It was the third.
They're all running together.
Yeah, they are. They definitely do. It don't seem like it's been that long.
Yeah, I'm drinking beer out of probably didn't help. But
Yeah.
so what's I'm trying to think what a good question would be. We're talking about the stage. So what's something that like we talked about building it? Like what's something that really is like unique to you besides it's floating? I guess. What's unique about the experience of playing for the boat club, playing on the float stage? What's kind of different than playing the bars and stuff on late at
Well,
night?
it's totally different than the bar. It's just a lot more fun.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you're out in the open, out on the water. It's just a lot more fun. And all the boats.
Yep. So you think it's more fun to play in a little honky tonk or something like that? That's pretty cool.
Is the crowd like more responsive than a bar? Because I mean,
Well, it varies. I mean, it can be both ways in a bar and
yeah, right.
playing out like that. But like Stump Fest, they're a lot more responsive.
Yeah.
They get into it, especially when Pyramid bails off in the water.
Yeah, that's always. I wish we had a video of every year so we could put together like a
I'm sure
jump and
somebody
a
does.
splash, like going up. That would be cool. When are you gonna jump in the water then? You gonna pull a Pyramid this year?
No, I'll leave that for him.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't take that away from him.
I don't
He
know.
started that.
I don't know if I can do the belly flop. If I hurt too much. Yeah. I don't know if I. Yeah, got to drag me off the bottom right there. Get up, buddy.
No, he's got that. I'll leave
Yeah.
that for him.
You gonna stay up just like the normal people walking
I'll
around?
watch him do it. I'll
Yeah.
video it.
Okay, you can be the
Yeah.
video guy for it. That'll work.
I got you, Pyramid.
So what's going on? Like, so you said you've been playing 40 years. So that means you're probably how old?
40.
40? Right out of the womb.
The guitar came first. You probably came after.
Yeah, what came first, Kenneth or the guitar? Right?
Yeah, for 40 years. My first gig was on Logan Martin Lake.
Really?
Very first,
Yeah.
first bar gig was at Pier 59.
So you've been doing it 40 years. So what's changed in the music industry doing like the local stuff in 40 years? What's different now than then? How's it evolved or changed? For good?
Crowds
Really?
different than they used to be. I mean, it used to be full. Now it's hit or miss.
Okay, well, probably more places too, I guess. So
Yeah,
it
there's
was
more
packed
places
out more.
Yeah.
But you would think it's kind of crazy. I think with social media, stuff would be more crowded. But I guess there's so many options for
Yes.
entertainment now. I
They
guess.
are.
Yeah.
And a lot of the bands do private parties and events like
Mhm.
this, so they're not in a bar. Some of them not in a
Yeah,
bar.
we bring you out to a floating stage. Yeah.
There you go.
So what's your so again, you're 40 years old, so that would be what 1980. So what was your what was like your stuff growing up? You like listening to? What was your inspiration for how you got to started playing?
Most classic rock.
Really?
Standard Allman Brothers, Eagles, Marshall Tucker, all that kind of
That's
stuff.
probably why you just did a bit of that.
We played all of that in the full band stuff. Different than what I do now.
Yeah. So you actually used to be full band, like full rock band, I guess.
Yeah, we did 4-piece.
Really? Playing what were you playing electric then?
5-piece band. Yeah.
Playing electric back then?
Yeah.
Really?
played electric.
Yeah, you brought electric over to the house.
Yeah,
while
I
we
just
hung
picked
out.
the acoustic up. I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. Me and Sean Bell
Really?
started playing, and that's when I started
You
playing.
ain't dragging him out there this year with the cymbals?
I hadn't called him. I may get him out if
Yeah,
he's
man.
not busy.
Come on, we need the
I
cymbals.
think he's playing Friday
Yeah,
night.
that's
Yeah.
pretty good. Y'all do good.
It's
together.
very entertaining, especially when I remember to turn the mic on by his feet. That's when it gets a little bit better for the crowd. The stage is great, but I remember I was one of the years, like 2 years ago, I just have his mic up so nobody can hear it. About halfway through, I figured that out. So
You just made him wear himself out for nothing.
yeah, not the best. I'm learning on sounds too. I think Jared's gonna be back this year to do sound
Oh,
already,
is he?
so I won't be. I won't be a victim of it. He had a scheduling conflict
Are you
last
talking
year.
about this weekend or
No,
Stunt
tomorrow.
Fest?
This weekend you got to deal with me. Stunt Fest,
And
the
him.
important one. Yeah, you helped me like no. This guy's helped me a ton with sound too. Jared kind of showed me a little bit how to do, but you at the events you're always out in the crowd going, get the mic up or get the guitar up. So he's always the guy floating around listening to that sound and helping me out. So I do
you got a
appreciate
good ear
that.
for Definitely.
Yeah, well, I'm ready to do it.
Very
now.
good.
What was your first band called?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Oh God, first band, the first one I played in was probably Gary Beck and the Rising Tide.
There we go. Sounds good already.
Yeah.
Dude, I would totally put that on my playlist just because of the name of the band.
Yeah, I played with him. Gary was the lead singer then, and I sang backup and sang a few songs back then. That was my first band that I joined their band.
Yeah.
It wasn't mine.
When you were one.
Yeah.
I can be your dad.
I was actually about 18 or 19.
Where'd you grow up at? I never Chelsea. So you're from local right here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Grew up on this lake.
Did you? I know you're a big fisherman now. I know you do fish. You talk about fishing a lot. Do that? You still get time to do it?
Not much. Not
Yeah.
as much as I used to. Fish tournament for a long time. But the last one I fished, me and a friend of mine won it, and I said I quit now.
Went out on top.
Still behind. But I quit.
Yeah, John Elway over here going out on top.
I gave it up. But I still love to fish, but I go more for enjoyment now.
Yeah.
Tournament stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's a full time gig.
It's a job. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a ton of them. I like hearing them in the afternoons, like weeknights. Like now, you hear them blast off like 6.
Weekend,
I love that noise. You hear them good at your house, I believe, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Tuesday night and I'm coming out of Cedar Creek.
Yep.
Yeah, they're every weekend. It's out somewhere. There's usually some out of beeswax.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Now, have you strictly stayed in Alabama? Is that where you play most of your music?
Yeah, mostly. I played some in Texas. And when I was out there, I went out there working one time. I played some out there. But most everything's been around this week.
So
How long does it take you, or do you even do it now? Do you get ready when you're getting ready? Do you practice certain songs based on the bar you're going to because of maybe a certain genre? Or do you just play what you got and don't even practice it?
Yeah, we just play what we got and mostly just read the crowd. Usually you can tell, what kind of crowd it is and just kind of figure out what kind of music they like to play that.
Yeah.
You play something
We're
they don't
easy.
like, don't
Drunk.
play them. The drunks are a lot easier to play.
now I know
They
why
like
you
it
fight
all.
so much for it. That makes sense now.
Yeah, they like it all. They're easier to play for.
So I want to pivot a little bit about something. So I see your hat, Camaro SS, and you got Camaro racing engine shirt on. So let's step out of music a little bit. What is it your hobbies or / passions you really enjoy that aren't related to music?
You hit it.
Yeah.
In cars and car nut. Got three Camaros.
Really? What years? What are we talking here?
69, a 70, and a 2010.
Really, I've seen the 2010 and not the other two. I'm a little disappointed.
Well, they're not finished. is what it
Oh,
is.
you're restoring. There you go. I know you're also got some old Toyotas too. That's my
I
main
do.
reason I
I
like
like two of those. I know you like them.
So
Got two
your passion is like hot rods and muscle cars and stuff.
trucks and cars.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew about the
I
Toyotas.
raced for years. I've done circle track racing for years and got out of that because it was nothing but
Yeah.
money pit. Got out of that and bought my first Camaro and then bought another one and then bought another one. Still got all those. Didn't go tear them up every week.
Yeah. So when did you get your first? Okay. What was your first car, and then what was the first car that you really liked?
My first car
First car.
was a '63 Rambler.
There we go.
63 Rambler. Got $35 for it. Drove home.
And they're probably worth 40 now. So
Yes, maybe if it runs. But it wasn't long after that I sold that one and bought a '69 Mustang. And
that was the first one you liked.
That's what got me hooked.
Yep.
Yep, and been doing it ever since.
So you said circle track racing. You would ever do like the drag racing stuff in the cars and
I
all
did
that?
drag racing. Had another '70 Camaro that was a drag car, and I did drag racing for 2 or 3 years. And it was fun, but it wasn't for me. And I started circle track racing, late model dirt cars.
It's kind of I see a weird resemblance between you and Chris right now.
Uh-oh.
Weird resemblance. So Kenneth is.
Is it the flowing hair?
Yeah. Kenneth can dock a boat. You can't. That's not it. So you just said, I played in a rock band, and I had these muscle cars, and even up to the tournament fishing, like this stuff. This guy used to like base jump, do this extreme downhill mountain biking.
Yeah, that is completely different from what Kenneth did.
You didn't let me finish it.
I killed myself on that.
Well, you didn't let me finish. It's like y'all know these two guys. You see them, but like you both of them in their prior life, where they became old fat drunks or old fats playing the drunks, whichever way you want to put it.
Yeah.
They both have like crazy stories and stuff they did when they were younger. That was a lot of fun, and it's interesting to hear that about people's personalities, because I know you is the guy that plays music, that comes stops by the house every now and then and hangs out.
Yeah.
We've never talked cars other than you make comments about you got some old Toyotas. I've never talked base jumping with him because, but I'm saying all these people we know, they got these crazy backs. That's where I said the parallel between y'all two. Like if I'd have said, all right, multiple choice, did Chris used to base jump? Nobody would have picked that. If it was a 4 choice, that would have been the last thing picked.
I don't advertise that at the Lake retirement community.
And I mean, Kenneth, the way
I wouldn't mind trying it.
well, the same thing to you, Kenneth. What I've seen you play music-wise is so great, it's entertaining, but I probably never would have guessed you played in a rock band to start with, because you're kind of the acoustic guy.
Classic rock.
Yeah.
I didn't do heavy metal.
No, that's not
Well, we actually did play some, but I didn't sing it.
Play like some Black Sabbath or something like that.
Scream and stuff.
Yeah. That's interesting. That when you become an old fart, your stories are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And you tend to exaggerate them and puff them up a little bit, so
Yeah,
they get even better as you get older.
Chris is like, it was this high when I
Sound
jumped.
good.
Yeah.
And it's like, I played at Woodstock.
Especially the people that don't know, you make it sound real good.
Well, you got to remember how short I am. Base jumping was like from the roof to me.
Off the bar spoon.
That's the drunk you're reading in the crowd jumping off a bar stool right there.
That's okay. I know.
Holding a drag chute.
Yeah. Well, Chris, at least if you ever have a problem in your day job, you got an escape plan.
There you
Throw
go.
the chute.
Don't make me ring the bell.
Oh, you don't ring the bell? Hey, grab me a beer. Is there a beer over there, buddy?
Ring the
Yeah,
bell.
hand me one. Yeah. We'll do a beer. You want a beer?
I'm about to say Kenneth.
Sure, I'll drink one.
Huh?
You drinking?
What you want?
Whatever.
Yeah, there we go. Whatever. That's a bad statement around my house. I drink craft beer. You just, okay, here, try this. Michael's in the back sniggering.
Appreciate you.
He's been a victim of that before.
Oh,
Hey guys, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
We got it. This is the kickoff for something.
Cheers.
I
This
miss Joe.
weekend.
Glad you're in town, Joe. So
Oh.
cheers, everyone. Hey, Memorial Day weekend. We're drinking beer now, but please be safe. Have your DD and all that
Yep.
stuff. Definitely. We're having
Remember
fun.
what it's all about.
Yes,
Yes.
the first person that posts thanks a veteran, I'm going to ban you from the boat club.
That's right.
That's a pet peeve of mine. Everybody always thanks veterans Memorial Day, and like what you just said, it's really about the people that didn't make it home
That's
that
right.
give us the freedom to hire this guy who used to be a race car driver to come play music for us.
Yeah.
That's really what it's all about. So definitely, we'll have the flags are flying, and everybody's honored that didn't make it home, that gave us the dang freedom we got to sit here in the Jolly Parrot and have a podcast for our local boat club community. I mean, really, that's pretty dang free right there, if I had to say.
Yeah, it is.
So cheers to that. So
Yep.
Absolutely.
how long have we been going for? Chris has a budget timeline.
it's 17.
Oh, we got a few
Hey,
more
we
minutes.
need to.
Oh yeah.
Well, we can talk about that.
Let's talk about Saturday. So we're getting bounced around. So Saturday from the event itself. Yeah, I'm glad you did say that. So 9:30 to 11, we're going to be selling boat club merch and boat giveaway tickets. And how you gonna do that? We're just pull up to the front of the stage and tie your boat up to the front of the stage. You want to get off, check the stage out for a minute. We let people kind of do that at this event, Stunt Fest. We just can't do that. So pull up, Play Lake Boat Club merch, and boat giveaway tickets will be available 9:30 to 11. 11 o'clock, Ian and Kip go on. They'll play 11 to 12. And Kenneth goes on 12 to 1. Leah Slaughter goes on 1 to 2. We got Honey Bunches and Moats after that. And then 12 to close it out. They'll wrap up around 7:30. So a full day of music. We can actually do a little bit longer music on this day than Stunt Fest because we don't have to tow the stage home, etc. So it makes for a little better day.
Yeah.
So it starts at 9:30. Get your merch to 11. And after 11, it's music all day. So anchor out in front of the stage, out in a Dry Branch. Check it out. So that's kind of the outline of the weekend of what the boat club's got going on.
Yeah.
Chris, it's hosted at your house. You got anything to say?
Well, just because we live in the slough, and a lot of people have commented they don't know where Dry Branch is, or anything about Dry Branch. You've never been in. People worried about stumps and stuff like that. Dry Branch itself used to be a pasture. There's no stumps within Dry Branch. Just stay off the back shore a little bit. It's anywhere from 6 to 8 feet deep in most areas, and coming into Dry Branch from Beeswax as you enter, stay to the right. There's an entry going into Dry Branch. Aim for the middle, stay to the right coming in, stay to the left going out. It slopes up. It's just like a bowl. So if you're too far to the left coming in, you could ding your prop, and you don't want to do that. So
Josh Casey did. So
yeah. So you'll see some weeds to the right. Don't let those scare you. They're right in the center. That's almost 14 feet deep, and the weeds are coming up 4 to 5 feet. So that's your safest route. And then once you get in, find a happy spot, tie up with your buddies, anchor out, and enjoy the day. So
Can't you swim up and stand up right in front of
you can, yeah. If you can actually, there's an old road bed that goes in front of my pier. So there's actually, and that I don't know once we get the stage there how soft that is right there, but you are 4 to 5 feet deep, probably right there in front of the stage. So I would be underwater.
I know I saw people.
but right past that, it's a little shallower, right?
Yeah, it's shallow there. So if you bring your floats up, you got the floats to be in front of the stage. Most normal-sized human beings can actually stand up right there, and a lot of people do that.
I don't have a problem.
Yeah, you don't. Well, yeah, you can stand in the middle of the slough. So, test it out. Have a great time. This is the beginning of summer. I mean, this is how we kick it off, and I'm excited. Everybody in the boat club's excited.
Yeah, I'm fired up.
Yeah, and we've got Kenneth to help kick us off. I mean, this is how we do it, man. I'm pumped. I'm
excited. Debbie posted that picture, said we're getting the stage moved over to your house, and we put all the new banners on the sides for the sponsors for this year, and then the boat club's sponsors, boat giveaway sponsors, and the Powerball Luke up top, and then we put these plaques across the front of all the people that donated stuff to help us build the stage and get our first sound system. So she posted a picture on there, but the colors look so good from the water. It looks way better than it used to.
Oh, and when we light that thing up, when it starts getting in the evening, it's gonna look good.
It looks way better than it used to, just from all the colors on the front of that stage right now. It looks good. It's the same old stage.
Yeah, it progresses. It grows. It grows with the years.
And we added a Floribama flag, so we did that.
Yeah.
That's going to tie into some fun later, I think. So, but yeah, we added that. So we got a Floribama flag, a bunch of other knickknacks. We got one of the old anchors from low water that got ripped up last year. We mounted that up there. You got a symbol from busted symbol from Stump Fest.
Yeah.
We got all kind of just random stuff. If you got something random,
we're gonna look like the Clampets after a while going down that.
Basically,
but we're gonna put Granny up on
it's
top.
gonna sink.
Yeah.
So, you got some cool paraphernalia that's weather resistant. We'll attach it to the stage, so please feel free to donate it.
Well, most people know how to get to Beeswax. It's only 2 sloughs over.
Yes, that's true. So we call it the halfway to the dam jam. We're sitting around in January kind of putting together our calendar. We always just call it the summer kickoff. I think it's the 3rd year we've done it.
Mm.
Third.
I think this is 4.
4. Yeah, we're not good at math or counting.
Yeah, don't ask me that.
We've done some. And we're kind of come up with a name for it because the Stump Fest is a cool name. It's called on people ask when Stump Fest,
Yeah.
So we want to come up with a name for this one. And you're Dry Branch is 21 miles from Logan Martin Dam and 21 miles from Slate Dam, roughly. So
give or take.
Yeah, we come up with a halfway to the dam jam because you're halfway to the dam.
And we came up with that sober too. That's what amazes me. So that's the only reason we remembered it for the next day. So
we were sitting around the table drinking.
Oh. Maybe that's. Oh no, we watched the video of us coming up with that. So that was okay.
So we named it. So I think it's pretty cool. We got our name. Maybe we'll get Debbie to make some custom shirts that next year that have something on it, and they hit like the Stump Fest shirts last year.
Well, there's been a couple people on the boat club that are not familiar with the lake. There's so many people that haven't made it past Paradise Point or past Beeswax. Yeah. So the easiest thing is just stay in the channels. You can go and you get to channel marker 49. Just go past 49 and come in the way I suggested. Stay to the right as you go in.
And that's
once you pass
Beeswax.
once you pass Beeswax on your left, you can almost see Oak Island, the mansion over there in Oak Island. Then you pass Bully Creek, and there's a couple of sloughs right there, and then you'll see my channel marker 49. And
You'll see all
just
the
stay between, keep the red on the right, keep the green on your left, and it's a safe route all the way. If you know how to get to Paradise Point, you can easily make it to Dry Branch, no problem.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why we did this, 3 or 4 years ago, whatever it is people always wanted we do something upriver.
Right.
And that's why we moved it up there. We've done stuff down in Blue Springs, Low Water, the Shallows. It's been called a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
We did stuff there, so then they offered up there on their dock. So we did it upriver, so people upriver can get over there. A lot of our friends over the Fayetteville, the Talladega County side, it's they can buzz out of there, out of Cedar Creek, come up. So we did it to kind of move out the footprint, so we could have other people come. Maybe had that little bit of timidness about going all the way to down to Blue Springs or something. But like you said, it's just watch your channel markers. If you got a newer boat, you're probably going to have a good navigation system. So just track where you go. There's nothing up there that's really bad if you stay in the channel at all.
Stay in the channels. It's good. Obviously, if it's been after a storm, you pay attention to debris. But outside that, there's nothing you have to worry about.
Yeah, it's still the lake. It's not the river yet. Like it's not on up past the steam plant where it gets rivery.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
still the lake right there. It's still wide open. There is a channel that goes through it, so it's not far away. I don't think for a lot of people. And but yeah, a few people have posted like, oh, "Where's this at?" Or I've never been up there. But yeah,
I've been trying to do it. If they live here, I will pick that point, and it will show. And on Navionics, I can actually. I don't know how well you can zoom that in, or put it on Navionics, or however. But like I said, if you get to somewhere that whether it's Beeswax or Paradise Point, just stay in the channel and it's easy to get to. And you'll find it. But how many boats did we have last year? We used the drone. We had like 60.
We did, but remember, there were storms last year.
Last year we had a little bit of weather. There's no weather, I don't think, at all this weekend forecast.
Typical summertime possibilities,
but not even, but not like a lot.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, we did have some weather last year. That's right. I remember that.
Yeah, and a lot of people left a little early. Just be like, Stumpfest, like tie up to somebody, be nice, put an anchor out. This is boat buy only, so us on,
So I guess we're saying like we do it at his house, and he throws a big thing for his family and stuff for Memorial Day. So there'll be a lot of people on land for the party with them. So somebody asked us, "Is there any bathrooms there on a post?" Did y'all see that?
We did.
Somebody commented how many bathrooms, and I'm like. I thought for a minute. I'm like, we did discuss taking a porta potty to Stumpfest and put it on the old stage at one point.
I know. Yeah, we did.
Well, we never did that, but yeah. No, there's no bathrooms. It's a on lake event, just like Stumpfest or those kind of things. So you're on the water. You're just anchored out there. So there is no bathrooms. I'm sorry.
There is the lake. There is the lake. Beeswax is going to be your closest marina. If you have a gastro emergency and you need to get back. You can Beeswax is
a few minutes down the river, then come right on back.
And Cedar Creek has 24-hour pumps too. If you do happen to have to get gas on your way back.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I missing something? Are you guys gonna post this week or next week?
I'm gonna post this in about as soon as we're done. I'm gonna start uploading.
So
we're doing it on Thursday.
Yeah, okay.
Really late in the week. These two.
Oh yeah, I know because we're always a week.
I'm like, you aren't telling everybody this, and guess what? They're not gonna do it until next week. So I'm like, wait.
As soon as this is done, I gotta upload it because we used to do it on Monday, Tuesday. But it's been chaos, and he was actually practicing last night for the event. So it's his fault. If it's late, if it's past 6:30, it's Kenneth's fault.
There you go.
He was practicing for the event, so we'll see.
One thing I wanted to say, our last podcast that we did, we forgot to mention it. We had actually we wanted to congratulate, we had a bunch of graduates that have,
can you see the hat?
You can kind of see the hat.
See, we got on a little monkey down there with a coconut monkey or something like that. Chris changes hats every week, but congrats all the grads. A lot of people on the boat club have been posting this week. Everybody graduated. So.
Dylan, Benjamin, Christian. We've had
some.
All of them close to us. Yeah, you're
right.
Yeah, but people have been doing all the videos and all. And
my neighbor Fowler across the street over there. So a bunch of graduates.
Still been suffering through them 3-hour ceremonies.
So anyway,
congrats, grads.
Shout out to the grads.
Shout out to the grads.
Shout out to the grads.
Yeah.
I was about to say have a drink with us, but they can't do that. So, college, you can do that with us. So
any requests for songs? I mean, Kenneth, won't you?
Turnpike.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Turnpike Troubadours. Where are we at on this now? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I gotta work on that.
I've heard this for years.
I know
It's getting out of line. You're starting. You're really hard, just like Chris.
We got
An utter disappointment.
I got one for you. But yeah, if y'all got any requests, put them on there.
Yeah,
If I know it or heard of it, I'll try to pull it off this weekend. If not, there'll be somebody there that can.
Yeah, post on the Facebook post or on the YouTube thing. We'll get them a request. But also, they come up. Probably have a tip jar up there, and people always walk up and ask for songs too. So if you don't get it in on this, you can probably swim up to the stage.
Come on up to the stage.
Yep, come on up.
Yeah, and most everybody, we will have a tip jar for all of our singers. But
Yep.
some of them have Venmo too. So
Yeah, I got Venmo. I'll have my sign up there.
They got the barcode on it, so you can scan it. There you go.
All you gotta do is
Yeah.
scan it. Yes.
You tell Kenneth to play Turnpike nonstop.
They can pay him $100.
I'll come up.
Is that all? Yeah, that's a bargain. Chris, give me your debit card.
You know, my wife stole that.
Yeah. That could be stuck to your license. You want to tell that story or not? Okay, we won't tell that story. We won't tell that story. Chris shows up for abuse every week, doesn't he? Anyways, probably has it been about 30 minutes? Yeah, you've got to get to a dinner for a birthday dinner.
I do, yeah. My
So
grandson's
we'll wrap
birthday.
this up, and I've got to upload this, and with the lovely Starlink, it shouldn't take too long. Get her uploaded. So I guess we'll see everybody this weekend.
Yep.
Joe, glad you're in town.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much for being out
Yes,
here. I
sir.
love you, brother.
Good seeing
Oh,
everybody.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a Sharpie.
You're good.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Glad you're here, Kenneth. Can't wait to
All right.
Saturday.
See everybody this weekend.
All right.
Sign the wall. Everybody signs the wall that does the podcast. Find you a brick behind you, and we'll see y'all Saturday, halfway to the Dam Jam, the Let It Book Club's summer kickoff show. Thanks, Powered by Luke, for sponsoring it. And
Throw the request out there.
the other request is 9:30 merch goes on sale, and there on out, you just stay anchored out for the day. We'll see y'all Saturday.
See you guys.
Yeah.